Let's once again look at the seismic window, but pertaining to the velocity functions in the seismic window. There's quite a bit of velocity information that you can get out of the seismic window. So I've got the seismic window here. It's 2D straight line or tutorial A. I'm going to put it into shot mode and offset. One of the things we can do here is these tools actually allow us to do velocity work. And actually I'm just right mouse button clicking, and here's a number of velocity options all defined in for the seismic window. So we know about linear move out. Effectively we're coming in here and picking a linear move out function, and then we can use the L key to apply that linear move out. We can also do stuff like velocity information, linear velocity information. So I'm left clicking, releasing, and it's displaying the velocity associated with that mouse display. Now these velocities as such stay on the window until I actually scroll. We can look at, and let me just bring the amplitudes down. I'm going to hit the A key and the filter, and we'll go along here. The other thing we can do is look at NMO velocity. So I can come in here, and what I'm going to first click is set the initial start time. So I can come in here and click. Now that my time is set, I'm controlling a velocity. So we can see if I right click, it'll actually position that. So I could then, and now that it's positioned, I can click another. I could click again and then right click again. As we see, that velocity is set on there. If we scroll, that removes it. We can look at diffractions, post stack. We look at diffractions in post stack. Other types of options in here, we did the LMO, NMO, velocity diffractions, velocity display settings. Let's look. We can look at applying a velocity. So we've got a brute velocity to the data. So we can apply that. We see what we've got, that velocity automatically on the fly applied to the data. Some of the other options in there. So I'm going to here as file parameters is we can apply our stretch mute to the data. Let's again go into the velocity options. We can display the hyperbola curves instead of applying it. Now you can see that they look a bit misplaced, and that's just because of the CMPs and what was picked on there. So there's a number of options. We can display the velocity in the background. I won't do this with this data set, but let's pick a stacked data set. We can come in here, and I'm hitting the shift key V to put it into variable density, and then I'll go into the velocity options and display that brute in the back. So I'll hit the C for the color bar. So here's our velocity for the brute velocity displayed on our stacked data in the background. That's a quick way to display the velocity. So that's a quick rundown of velocity information in the seismic window.